Well, Ms. Mitchell, one of the things is that you're going to hear people talk about generation of power. Generation of power does not mean that people have power in their homes. All of the power in Puerto Rico right now has been generated from the southern part of the island, and then it gets distributed everywhere. 3 weeks ago, we have a general power shutdown. 2 weeks ago, we had another general power shutdown. And just yesterday, if you look at the tweets from the Army Corps of Engineers and so forth, they're talking about all of the supplies that they're bringing to Puerto Rico in order to get the electricity on. When you're talking about power, you're not talking about comfortable things like air conditioning or fans. You're talking about children being able to go to school on a full schedule. You're talking about hospitals being able to operate on a normal basis. You're talking about the entire economy of Puerto Rico that needs to be just jump-started. Without power, without sustainable power, and without just putting at the front page, changing from fossil fuel to renewable energy, we won't be able to make means. And there are still towns like Naranjito, Corozal, Morovis, which the names will always make sense to those that have lived in Puerto Rico, live in Puerto Rico, or know somebody there, that still have absolutely no electricity. And what you're seeing out there, it's very difficult. Most areas that do not have water right now don't have water because there's no power. So people are drinking still off of creeks. We have had a blessing in San Juan. We have the support of Operation Blessing, a non-governmental organization out of Virginia that has filtration plants all over Puerto Rico, and the generosity of the American people that continue to send their love, their affection, and have moved over there. The AFL-CIO took 320 union workers from different unions in the United States, doctors, medics, people that went to Puerto Rico out of San Juan for 2 weeks. We hosted them in our municipality, and we're able to touch 34 communities outside of the San Juan area. So we're still in a life and death situation, and we need to get our power back, get it restored, but we need to also get the alliances in place like the Clinton Foundation that is energizing part of San Juan, a farmer's market, with solar panels and solar energy. We need to set that foundation for moving forward.
How much of a risk to the future of the island is it that so many people, several thousand now, have left permanently or migrating because they don't see a future there?
Sure. It's been reported about 100,000 people have already left the island nation of Puerto Rico. More Puerto Ricans live now outside of Puerto Rico than in Puerto Rico. And of course, New York is one of those areas. Orlando's another area. Here, Melissa Mark-Viverito and Bill de Blasio have set up a center for Puerto Ricans to come and know what they're moving themselves into. A lot have come without any type of orientation. So I would like to thank the New York City government for that. But there is a risk. There is a risk of a brain drain that had been going on for some time. And the job of those that stay in Puerto Rico is for us not to judge. It's for us to make sure that we look at things that, how do we deal with the debt? In my opinion, it should be wiped out. How do we move from fossil fuel to non-fossil fuel so that energy is readily available? How do we ensure that our education system, how do we get Medicare and Medicaid parity? How do we look at the Jones Act and ensure that it doesn't move on? It's a huge undertaking.
It's a huge challenge.
But, you know, the heart of the American people has been there. Unfortunately, the Trump administration has not been up to par. They have not been doing the job with the respect and dignity that we deserve. And that contrasts starkly with the heart of the American people.
We are going to stay on this case. Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you.